Good morning, students. This is Professor Eknath Haire from Department of Pharmaceutics, Divine College of Pharmacy, Satana. Students, in previous session, we started with the new topic, Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 and Rules 1945. In that, we already seen the general introduction about it. Then we were started with different definitions used in this rule and acts. Okay, so let's start with the remaining definitions. So in last session we discussed what is meant by new drugs in. So we will start now with the government analyst. Okay, so who is the government analyst? In relation to Ayurvedic, Siddha or Unani drugs, a person appointed by central or state government under this section 33F. In relation to any other drugs or the cosmetic, a person appointed by central or state government under section 20, which is known as the government analyst. Then next definition is the inspector or the drug inspector. Means in relation to a Ayurvedic, Yuddha, Siddha or Unani drug, an inspector appointed by the central government or a state government under section 33G, and in relation to any other drug or cosmetics, an inspector appointed by the central government or a state government under section 21 is known as drug inspector or the inspector. This particular officer having some specific type of the duties and the powers. That duties and power we will discuss in the next session in detail. So next definition is manufacture. The manufacture in relation to any drug or cosmetic includes any process or a part of a process for making, altering, ornamenting means copying or changing, finishing, packaging, labeling, breaking up, or otherwise treating or adapting any other drug or cosmetic with a view of its sale or distribution, but does not include the compounding or dispensing of any drug or the packaging of any drug or cosmetic in the ordinary course of detail business, and to manufacture shall be uh, shall be contrasted accordingly. Next, a definition is patent or proprietary medicine. It means in relation to Ayurvedic, Siddha, or Unani systems of medicine, all formulations containing only such ingredients mentioned in the formula described in the authoritative books of Ayurveda, Siddha, or Unani systems of medicine specified in the first schedule, but does not include a medicines which is administered by parental route, and also a formulations included in the authoritative books as listed in the first schedule. So in relation to any other systems of medicine, a drug which is a remedy or prescription presented in a form ready for internal or external administration of human beings or animals, and which is not included in the edition of the Indian Pharmacopoeia for the time being, or any other pharmacopoeia authorized in this behalf by the central government after consultation with the Drugs Technical Advisory Board constituted under Section 5. So, this is known as or called as patent or proprietary medicine. Next is homeopathic medicine. So, nowadays we can see that homeopathic medicines are a boom in case of COVID 19. Okay, so it includes any drug which is recorded in homeopathic provings or therapeutic efficacy of which has been established through long clinical experience as recorded in authoritative uh, homeopathic literature of India and abroad, and which is prepared according to the techniques of homeopathic pharmacy and covers combination of ingredients of such a homeopathic medicines, but does not include a medicine which is administered by parental routes. So these medicines are called as homeopathic medicines. One of the best example is arsenic. Then we will start with the so up to here the important definitions are there, that definitions are important regarding to the to understand the rules and acts of this particular drug and cosmetic act. So now we will start with the schedule or the different schedules to the act and rules. These schedules are important regarding your competitive exam as well as uh, your day-to-day life or the day-to-day pharmacy practice. Okay, it is also important in case of the GFAT. So you have to memorize this all schedules and rules of the act. Okay, so basically two schedules are there. uh, the first schedule included with the all type of books are there, and second schedule included with the different types of schedules are there. So we will start with first schedule. The first schedule list of Ayurvedic, Siddha, and Unani books. First of all, Ayurvedic books, it contains Charak Samhita, Shushru Samhita, Vaidya Chintamani, Ayurveda Chintamani, Arya, Bhishak, Ark Prakasha. These are related to the Ayurvedic books. Next one is Siddha books. It contains Siddha Vaidya Tirathu, Nagamuni, Brahmamuni, uh, Karukadi, uh, Karukadai, then Pallepani and Bhogar. These particular books are related with the Siddha books. Then next is Unani books. It contains uh, Karabdin Kadri, Karabdin Kabir, Karabdin Azam, Karabdin Jajid, then Al Karadin. These books are related to the Unani books. So this particular first schedule is related to books only. These are the uh, one of the traditional books related to particular medical therapy or the medicine therapy. Next is second schedule. It contains standards to be complied with by imported drugs and by drugs manufactured for sale, sold, stock, or exhibited for sale or distributed. So let's start with the second schedule. So it contains different schedule to the rules. So let's start with the first A schedule. Okay. So A schedule contain or schedule A contain list of forms for making applications, for issuing license, granting licenses, sending memorandums. So all type of forms related to this are uh, concluded with the schedule A. Schedule B contains fees for test or analysis by the central government laboratory. Next, Schedule C. It, it contains deals with biological products such as sera, antigens, toxin, antitoxins, vaccines for parenteral injections, solution of serum proteins intended for injections, and insulin, etc. Then next schedule is C1. C1 contains special products such as fish liver oil, ergot preparations, drugs belonging to the digitalis groups, adrenaline, liver extract, vitamins, and hormones. Then next is Schedule D. It contains classes of exempted drugs which are exempted from certain provisions applicable to import of drugs. For example, skim milk means the milk which is creamed or previously creamed or without cream. Without cream milk is known as cream milk. Powder milk fortified with vitamins. Then Pharex. So what is by Pharex? Pharex means the uh, 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 feeding food for the babies, which contains rice flours as well as different types of vitamins, which is given to the uh, given to the babies. Okay. Then oats, ginger, pepper, and curcumins, or cumins, etc. Next is Schedule K. So Schedule K contains list of drugs exempted from certain provisions applicable to manufacture of drugs and sale of drugs. So class of drugs is not sold for medicinal use, and that each container is labeled uh, conspicuously, which means by uh, mentioned in a clear form is known as or is called as conspicuously with the word not for medicinal use. So we should or we have to mention clearly over there, uh, over there, these medicines are not for medicinal use. The medicines that continue to be under the household remedy category includes paracetamol tablets, analgesic balms, antacids, uh, antacid preparations, calcium preparations with or without vitamin D, gripe water for use of infants, inhalers. It contains drug for treatment of cold and nasal congestion, syrups, lozenges, pills, tablets for the cough, cold, or the sore throat. These all type of medicaments are comes under Schedule K. However, these drugs should not contain any substance specified in Schedule G, H, or X of Drug and Cosmetic Act and Rules 1940 and 1945. The shopkeepers are also to ensure that the drugs are sold in the original unopened containers of the licensed manufacturers. One notice there, the aspirin and quinine sulfate have been removed from this schedule now. Okay, so aspirin and quinine are removed from this schedule. Uh, so uh, enough for the day. Uh, next is next remaining topic we will discuss in next session. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you.